Hey everybody, Dr. Pancakeface here, and in this video I'm going to be going over my Dark Knight build. Now, for me personally, Batman is hands down my favorite superhero. So, kind of thought it would be fun to make a Payday 2 build based around Batman. Now, it is common knowledge, everybody knows this, Batman wears pretty tough armor, so gonna be rocking some pretty tough armor. Plus, he likes to beat people up with his fists. Sometimes, you know, might grab a bat out of somebody's hands and knock them out. So, I'm basing the build a lot around melee strikes. But, it is not very common knowledge that on occasion Batman does use guns. So, me using guns, perfectly okay. The two guns that I'm going to be using are the RPK light machine gun, which in the Batman Year 2 comic, Batman does actually grab a machine gun out of a guy's hand and shoot a guy that's holding an infant hostage. And in the Batman Dark Knight 3 comic, he does also use a shotgun. So, light machine gun and shotgun, gonna be using those two weapons. Alright, so let's check out what I got here. So, as I already told you, I am using the RPK light machine gun. When I looked through all the light machine guns, I like this one the best. It had some of the best stats to it. Plus, it breaks the 40 damage threshold, which is very helpful for taking out guys when you shoot them in the head. You don't have to actually shoot them in the head twice. Pretty nice to have. So, you know, we're definitely going to be using this one. Now, here's what I've got on it. I've got the Competitor's Compensator. Bonus damage, bonus stability, bonus accuracy. All good stuff. Gotta love it. I have the bipod on there, just in case, you know. Not entirely necessary, but what the hell? We might find a use for it. The foregrip, I've thought about putting on there, but I don't have it, so not that big of a deal. I've rarely ever used light machine guns, so there are a couple of things that I'm missing here. For the gadget, I've got the military laser module. The grip, now the grip I would actually like to have on here for the bonus accuracy, but unfortunately I haven't unlocked this for light machine guns, so kinda sucks. For the stock, I've got the war-torn stock equipped, which is, yeah, it's not too bad. Gives me a decent amount of accuracy, but what I would like to have on here is this guy right here, the classic stock. Gives me half as much accuracy, but it gives me plus 12 to stability, so that'd be pretty nice. Either way, this is what I got on here right now. Now for my secondary, I've got the locomotive shotgun. I have the flechette rounds equipped. I have the King's Crown compensator on the end. Military laser module. The Pro Grip. The extended magazine. For the sight, honestly, any sight would work. I personally prefer the speculator sight, so that's what I went with. For the stock, I have the, what is it again? Yeah, the police shorty stock. And I've got the shell rack. And I've got, I didn't know whether to go with, come on, the America skin or the Greed, but I figured, hey, Batman, he's going to run around in the night. Definitely not going to want a bright red, white, and blue shotgun. So, dark green, dark black, that's what we're going with. Now, let's take a look at the skills here. Now, I went heavy into Enforcer and not so heavy into Ghost and Fugitive. Now, in Enforcer, I grabbed Aced Out Transporter, obviously. I grabbed Aced Out Pumping Iron because I'm going to be doing a bunch of melee hits. I aced out Underdog because that's good. That is going to complement the deck that I'm going to have really, really well. Because it's going to give me bonus damage when I've got people around me, and I'm going to take less damage when people are around me. Now for this, I grabbed this so that I could use my primary and bleed out. I mean, it's kind of nice to have, plus I need to spend some points to get up into here. I obviously grabbed Shotgun Impact and aced that out because I'm using a shotgun. I grabbed Basic Stun Resistance, and I grabbed Basic Tough Guy. These basic ones here are mainly because I needed to spend some points, and you know, they're the best ones around. I grabbed basic shotgun CQB because the steel sight I really could give two shits about. I'm doing most of the shooting with a shotgun from my hip anyway, so I don't really care. I grabbed basic ammo specialist for the 2 ammo bags. That's pretty nice to have. And I grabbed basic berserker because I am going to be hitting people. Not entirely sure how often I'm going to be in berserk, but I needed to spend some points up here. So this kind of complemented the melee strikes, you know, plus I needed to spend the points to get up to Iron Man, so there you go. Went ahead and spent them there. And for fully loaded, I just got the basic, just for a little bit extra ammo, because I am going to be using the special ammo with the shotgun, so unfortunately, you know, it's not really going to help that. It would help with the light machine gun, but at the same time, I didn't really have the points to spend, so I just got basic. And then Iron Man, obviously I aced that shit out. Because, A, I want to wear the toughest armor I can, and B, I want to be able to knock shields down with my melee attacks, because I'm fucking Batman. I'm Batman. Now, Mastermind I didn't put anything in, and neither Technician did I put anything in. Now, Ghost here, I got Aced Out Sprinter, obviously. I got Aced Out Cat Burglar, because that's nice to have. Aced Out Fast Hands, because that shit's amazing to have. Basic Shinobi for a little bit more speed. And then Martial Arts, I went ahead and aced that out, because, hey, melee strikes, gotta ace that shit out. And then I went ahead and aced out 9 lives. Just for the chance to get back up, and the extra going into bleed out, because I figure, hey, Batman's pretty tough. He doesn't normally get taken down very often, especially when the villains think that they've killed him. Ha! He proves you wrong. So that one seems pretty neat to have. Now in Fugitive, I grabbed a couple of things here. I grabbed Aced Out Thick Skin. The steadiness is nice, but the armor, I'm not wearing a ballistic vest, so that doesn't really matter. Aced Out Duck and Cover. I'm going to be in the heaviest armor there is, so that really doesn't matter. There wasn't too many other useful things to grab. Aced Out Run and Gun. Mainly to spend some points, you know. The additional movement speed is nice. This really doesn't matter. Who gives a shit about concealment when I'm wearing the toughest armor in the game? Aced Out Quick Fix. I doubt I'm going to be using that. So mainly a lot of the stuff down here was just to spend some points to get up to Swan Song and Counter Strike. Now Swan Song, I figure is you know, doesn't really need an introduction. It's pretty nice. As soon as you die, you can, you know, keep shooting people. Maybe run into a spot where you can get picked up easily. And then Counter Strike. Now Counter Strike's pretty neat. When you're charging your melee attack, and somebody comes to strike you, you counter attack them, and knock them down. And you can actually, once you aced it out, you can counter attack cloakers. So once cloakers start running at you, you can start to charge a melee attack, and then as soon as they get to you, then boom, knock them down. Ha ha! Take down those cloakers. Now for the perk deck, this is what I was talking about. Complementing the perk deck, because those points, what they do is they reduce the damage that you take by 15% when people are around you, plus they increase your damage by 15% when people are around you. So let's look at what's in the Infiltrator perk deck, which is what I'm going to be using here. Now it says right here, when you're within medium range of an enemy, 8% less damage from enemies. So there is, well, that'd be 23% less damage when I've got people around me. Here's another 8% less damage. So that's 31% less damage I'm taking when people are around me. And then here's another 8% less damage. So that's 39% less damage that I'm taking. Then we get the bonus melee damage, because I get 10% melee damage for 7 seconds upon hit. Stacks up to 4 times. So that's 40% melee damage right there. And then over here, here's another 10% melee damage. That's 80% melee damage once it's all the way stacked up. That's pretty fucking badass. And with the weapon that I'm using, that's gonna hit pretty hard. And then you get an additional 8% less damage. So what is that? 8 times 4, 32 plus the 15, 47. That's 47% less damage that you're taking when people are around you. That's almost 50% less damage that you're taking. Then we have this lovely little perk right here. And what this does is whenever you hit somebody with your melee weapon, you regenerate 20% of your health. Wow, that's nice. Doesn't really complement Berserker that much. But, you know, like I said, I needed to spend some points, so that's where I spend them. If Berserk's going, and you know I'm hitting people with a melee weapon, that's awesome. If it's not, you know, not that big of a deal. I had to spend some points, so that's what I went with. Now, as far as the melee weapon, the best one that I found that was a blunt weapon, which that's what I wanted to use, because I'm pretty much going Batman on this. So I wanted to use a blunt weapon. Don't want to use an edge weapon, kill people with it, because of Batman. Batman doesn't kill people unless he's using guns. So here's what I came up with. I've got the Ding Dong Breacher tool, which there isn't anything that has as good a stats as this. There's one thing that comes close. This guy right here, the Morningstar, but as you can see, does not have as good a range. Nothing else even comes close to the Ding Dong Breaching tool or the Morningstar. So as far as blunt weapons are concerned, Ding Dong Breaching tool beats them hands down. Plus with the knockdown, I'm pretty much going to be knocking anybody down. For the throwable, I went with the melee Molotov cocktail, just because I like that one. I've got the ammo bag, because, I mean, you know, got it buffed out. I'm going to be dropping 2 ammo bags, so I might as well carry that one with me. Armor, obviously, improved combined tactical vest. And that is pretty much it. That is the setup for the Dark Knight build. 100% Batman. It's got armor like Batman. It uses blunt melee attacks like Batman. Batman has been seen using light machine guns. He's used shotguns. Don't think he's ever used any Molotov cocktails. But at the same time, I don't think he's ever used grenades or sticks of dynamite or throwing stars or anything like that. I don't know. Could be wrong. But yeah, throwable. None of the throwables really fit, so I just kind of picked one that I liked. So yeah, that's the Dark Knight build. Go on ahead and jump over and check out the gameplay. See how that's going. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, go on ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later. Fucking get wrecked. Love this damn shotgun. Donk. What? Ah, there we go. Oh, get out of here, get out of here. Oh, fuck.